My husband's mother died suddenly 6 months before our wedding, and I was in my early 20s. And I went from being this effervescent, bride to be to having to tell him his mom was gone. And, I've had so much loss since then, Elise, both sudden, elderly, sickness, and you name it. So there's something, though, quite unique in my experience about a sudden loss and not being able to say goodbye. And it just kind of struck me that's not something I've written about. It is something, sadly, that I've learned over the several decades she's been gone. Her name was Terry. I like to name her name. My son's named after her. And I'm one of the only ones that knew her. And so actually both of my books, excuse me, explore legacy and explore, chosen family. I've been on my book tour now for about a month, lots of different interviews, both print and podcast. And somebody asked me on the tour, how did you feel when you wrote this? Was it cathartic? And I think I had to put that aside to write this novel. But just a few weeks leading up to my launch, I was crying a lot. I was having more vivid dreams than usual. I dream in color. I've had vivid dreams since I was a little girl, but almost disturbing and not even related. But I think what was happening is my subconscious was processing so much grief that I didn't in my early 20s. And I am the age she was when she died. I'm 52. So there were so many trigger buttons that it's been very emotional. It's also been so uplifting to keep her legacy alive. She was this vibrant, beautiful soul. There's a symbol in the novel that is also very true, and everyone that knows me knows about rainbows. And I've woven a lot of my own life experience and emotions into all of my work, both fiction and nonfiction. So I really have learned, sadly, so many people relate to this, and also what happens to Andre. That is very much inspired by my previous life as a speech language pathologist. So my first novel, It Could Be Worse, Allegra, is a stutterer, but she's not by the end of the book. In this book, Joy, Andre is diagnosed with a neurologic something. I don't want to ruin the story, but it really, really upends their carefully curated life. And one of the core themes in the novel is how motherhood and mothering transcend biology. Do we really have to grow a child in our womb to be a parent? And I argue no. I'm sure your jewelry is one of your children, my fur babies, in addition to my human babies, my book babies. So there's a lot that's explored here that definitely is mined from some things in my life, and also mined from so many guests I've been so grateful and really honored to interview around the globe.